The folks at Royal Enfield are surely working extra hours considering the number of new motorcycles in their pipeline. One of them is the Himalayan 450, a motorcycle we told you about in our exclusive video some time back. We followed that up with another exclusive video telling you about its raid version. Now if you haven't checked those videos out, do it now. Now in this video, we'll talk about Royal Enfield's 450cc Neo Retro Roadster that has been recently spied for the first time ever. I'm Anuj, welcome to BikeWale. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get all the latest updates about two-wheelers and their detailed reviews. The internet was recently taken by surprise when a spy shot of Royal Enfield's upcoming naked street bike started doing rounds. Now, a close look at the image clearly reveals that this motorcycle is based on the same platform as the Himalayan 450. However, the design of this bike and a few components suggest that this will be more of a neo-retro roadster. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out that it will compete against the KTM 390 Duke and the BMW G310R. With multiple brands looking to enter the 300 to 500cc high-performance naked bike category, it doesn't come as a surprise to see Royal Enfield also eyeing this segment. Now the demand for such motorcycles has been growing at a rapid pace, and having such a bike in its portfolio would help RE attract new set of riders. With this motorcycle, the company would be tapping into a segment it hasn't explored yet. Also, the Neo Retro Roadster concept that this bike is based on is quite similar to the Interceptor 650. So this bike might be positioned as the smaller sibling of the Interceptor 650. Now, will it be called the Interceptor 450? We'll find that out in the coming days. As we said before, this bike will share its platform with the Himalayan 450, including the engine and the main frame. However, there will be certain differences aimed at delivering a different feel and experience to the rider. To start with, unlike the Himalayan 450's 21 and 17-inch spoke wheel combination, this motorcycle seems to be running 17-inch alloy wheels at both ends. We believe it will also have a sharper rake angle and a shorter wheelbase than the Himalayan 450, all of which will result in a bike that is more nimble and agile than its adventure sibling. Another big difference visible in the spy shot is in the type of front fork. While the Himalayan 450 is equipped with upside-down forks, this Neo Retro Roadster was running telescopic forks. Now that is surely done to keep the cost in check, but we can't forget that this was a prototype version and the final version might get upside-down forks. Also, the bikes it would compete with, like the 390 Duke and the G310R, they already have upside-down forks, which gives RE another reason to consider incorporating this equipment. As for the tires, the naked Roadster was running dual-purpose tires similar to the Himalayan 450. However, knowing RE's tradition of offering a bike in multiple variants, there might be another trim of this bike as well with road bias tires. The engine of this motorcycle will mostly be the same as the Himalayan 450. As we have told you before, this is being developed from the ground up and it is unlike any other engine we have seen from RE until now. This 450cc unit gets liquid cooling, a shorter stroke and a 6-speed gearbox. Above all, the power and torque output figures are extremely impressive at 40 bhp and 45 Newton meters. Now these numbers will put it close to the existing segment benchmark, the 390 Duke. Now, considering the difference in their purpose and styling, the way the power will be delivered in the Himalayan and the naked Roadster might be slightly different. While the naked bike will be tuned to deliver punchier mid-range and top end, the Himalayan 450 might get stronger low-end torque. Similar to the engine, the list of features is also expected to be much fancier than any of the existing RE offerings. As we already know, the Himalayan will get a ride-by-wire throttle with multiple riding modes, a full LED lighting system and a fully digital instrument cluster. It won't be surprising if RE passes on all these features to the naked Roadster as well. But we don't expect a 390 Duke like full-color TFT screen on this bike because RE might want to price it aggressively. That brings us to the pricing. Now the naked Roadster gets much lesser body panels than the Himalayan, it gets more conventional telescopic forks, and it also misses out on small things like a tail rack. Now, since the Himalayan 450 is likely to start at rupees 2.70 lakh, the naked Roadster might be priced in the ballpark of rupees 2.40 to 2.50 lakh ex-showroom. Now, knowing RE, it will definitely launch multiple variants of the motorcycle with different prices. Now, this pricing will place this motorcycle between the existing Himalayan 411 and the Himalayan 450. This neo-retro Roadster is likely to be launched after the Himalayan 450. Considering the Himalayan 450 is expected to be launched in the first quarter of 2023, this naked bike might come by the end of next year. Before its official launch, we'll get more details about this bike. But that's not all. We believe Royal Enfield will be utilizing this 450cc platform to launch a variety of other motorcycles apart from an ADV and a naked Roadster. So stay tuned to BikeWale as a bunch of interesting updates are coming your way.